Can you imagine a battle between tanks in the time of the dinosaurs? That's what it might have looked like if Triceratops and Ankylosaurus ever fought. These two were like the armored tanks of the Cretaceous period. Triceratops, the three-horned giant, faced off against Ankylosaurus, covered in bony plates. Who would win in a fight? Let's meet our challengers. Triceratops is one of the most recognizable dinosaurs to ever walk the earth. With its massive body, unique horns, and impressive frill, it has captured the imagination of scientists and dinosaur fans alike for generations. This incredible creature lived during the Late Cretaceous period, about 68 to 66 million years ago, at a time when dinosaurs ruled the land. If you picture a dinosaur with a big bony shield on its head and three sharp horns, you're probably thinking of Triceratops. The most striking feature of Triceratops is its three big horns on its face. Two long pointed horns sit just above its eyes, giving it a fierce and powerful look, while a shorter horn juts out from its nose. These horns weren't just for show. They may have been used to defend against predators like the mighty Tyrannosaurus rex, or perhaps even to battle other Triceratops for territory or mates. The horns were made of solid bone, making them strong and sturdy, perfect for protection and display. Triceratops was a true giant. It could grow to be about 30 feet long from its nose to the tip of its tail. That's even longer than a modern school bus. It stood nearly 10 feet tall at the shoulders and weighed as much as 12,000 pounds, or about the same as two large African elephants. Imagine seeing a herd of these massive animals moving through the ancient forests, their horns and frills making them look like living tanks. Another amazing feature of Triceratops is its giant frill, a huge bony plate that stuck out from the back of its head like a shield. This frill could be over 3 feet wide and served several important purposes. It helped protect the neck from attacks, especially from predators. Some scientists also believe the frill may have been brightly colored or patterned, used to attract mates or communicate with other Triceratops. It's possible that the frill helped regulate body temperature, acting like a radiator to release heat. Triceratops was a herbivore, which means it only ate plants. Its strong, parrot-like beak was perfect for snipping off tough leaves, branches, and ferns. Behind the beak, rows of cheek teeth helped grind up fibrous plants, making it easier to digest. Triceratops likely spent much of its day grazing on low-growing vegetation, using its powerful jaws to munch through even the toughest prehistoric plants. Its diet may have included cycads, palms, and other ancient greenery that grew in the warm, lush forests of its time. Triceratops roamed what is now North America, especially in areas that are today Montana, South Dakota, and Wyoming. These dinosaurs lived in herds, moving together for safety and social interaction. They shared their world with other famous dinosaurs like T-Rex and Ankylosaurus. As they wandered through ancient floodplains and forests, Triceratops left behind fossils that have helped paleontologists learn so much about their lives. Today, Triceratops remains one of the most iconic and beloved dinosaurs, a true symbol of the prehistoric world. Imagine a creature so heavily armored, it looked like a living tank lumbering through the forests of the Late Cretaceous period. That's Ankylosaurus, a dinosaur whose very name means fused lizard, thanks to the way its bones and armor were joined together. If you were to travel back in time about 68 million years, you'd find Ankylosaurus moving slowly but confidently through the lush green landscapes that once covered what is now North America. Its body was low to the ground, and it moved on 4 sturdy legs, each step making it look like a prehistoric fortress on the move. Ankylosaurus was truly a marvel of natural engineering. Its entire body was covered in thick, bony plates called osteoderms, which acted like a suit of armor. These plates were embedded in its skin, forming a protective shield that ran from its neck all the way down to its tail. If you think of a turtle's shell, you're on the right track. But Ankylosaurus was much, much bigger and far more heavily armored. Some of these plates were even studded with spikes, making it nearly impossible for predators to get a good grip. This dinosaur was built for defense in every possible way. Its low, wide body made it difficult for predators to flip it over, and its armor was so tough that even the fearsome Tyrannosaurus rex would have had a hard time biting through it. Ankylosaurus didn't need to run away from danger. It could simply stand its ground, relying on its natural defenses to keep it safe. Even its head was protected. Ankylosaurus had bony plates covering the top of its skull, and it even had armored eyelids. These special eyelids acted like natural shields, protecting its eyes from attacks or flying debris. Imagine having built-in sunglasses made of bone. Now that's some serious protection. But Ankylosaurus wasn't just about defense. It also had a secret weapon, a massive, bony club at the end of its tail. This tail club was made of several large, fused bones, creating a heavy, hammer-like structure. When threatened, Ankylosaurus could swing its tail with incredible force, turning its backside into a powerful weapon. Scientists believe that a single swing from this tail club could break the bones of any predator that got too close, even the mighty T-Rex. The club wasn't just for show, it was a real deterrent, capable of delivering bone-crushing blows. This made Ankylosaurus one of the best-defended dinosaurs of its time, and predators had to think twice before attacking. Despite its fearsome appearance, Ankylosaurus was actually a gentle giant. Like Triceratops, it was an herbivore, spending most of its day searching for food. It wasn't interested in hunting other dinosaurs. Instead, it preferred to graze peacefully on the low-lying plants that grew in its ancient world. Ankylosaurus had a wide, beak-like mouth that was perfect for cropping tough vegetation. It used its strong jaws to munch on ferns, cycads, and other prehistoric plants that grew close to the ground. Its teeth were small and leaf-shaped, ideal for grinding up plant material. Living in what is now North America, Ankylosaurus thrived in forests and floodplains, using its tough beak and powerful body to survive in a world full of giants and predators. With its incredible armor and unique tail club, Ankylosaurus remains one of the most fascinating dinosaurs to ever walk the earth. In the ancient world of the Late Cretaceous period, survival was a daily challenge. Among the many incredible dinosaurs that roamed the land, two stood out for their remarkable defensive adaptations: Triceratops and Ankylosaurus. These giants were not just massive in size, but also equipped with unique features that made them formidable opponents for any predator daring enough to attack. Let's take a closer look at how these prehistoric titans prepared themselves for battle. Triceratops, with its iconic 3 horns and massive bony frill, was a true symbol of strength and resilience. When threatened, this dinosaur could lower its head and charge at enemies, using its sharp horns as powerful weapons. These horns weren't just for show. They could pierce the thick hides of predators like Tyrannosaurus rex, or be used in dramatic pushing matches with rivals. Imagine the ground shaking as 2 Triceratops locked horns, each trying to prove its dominance or defend its territory. But the Triceratops' frill was more than just a shield. Scientists believe it may have been brightly colored, serving as a warning to would-be attackers, or as a display to attract mates. In the sunlight, these frills could have flashed vibrant patterns, signaling strength and health to both friends and foes. During mating season, a Triceratops might have used its frill to impress potential partners, while also intimidating any rivals that dared to approach. Ankylosaurus, on the other hand, was a master of defense in a completely different way. Unlike the aggressive tactics of Triceratops, Ankylosaurus relied on its nearly impenetrable armor to keep itself safe. Covered from head to tail in thick, bony plates and tough, scaly skin, this dinosaur was like a living tank. Predators would have found it almost impossible to bite through its protective shell. The armor of Ankylosaurus was a marvel of natural engineering. Each plate was carefully arranged to provide maximum protection without sacrificing mobility. Even its eyelids were armored. This made Ankylosaurus one of the best defended dinosaurs of its time, able to withstand attacks that would have seriously injured other species. Its low, wide body also made it difficult for predators to flip it over, keeping its vulnerable underside safe. But Ankylosaurus wasn't just about defense. If a predator got too close, it had a secret weapon, a massive, clubbed tail. With a single swing, Ankylosaurus could deliver a bone-crushing blow, strong enough to break the legs of even the largest carnivores. This powerful tail made predators think twice before attacking, and helped Ankylosaurus stand its ground in the dangerous world of the dinosaurs. Together, Triceratops and Ankylosaurus show us that in the age of giants, being ready for battle meant having the right tools for survival. Triceratops versus Ankylosaurus. Now imagine these two titans meeting. What would happen if a Triceratops and an Ankylosaurus faced off? It probably wouldn't be a pretty sight. Triceratops, with its horns lowered, might charge at Ankylosaurus, but Ankylosaurus would be ready, its armored body deflecting the attack. Triceratops might try to find a way around Ankylosaurus's defenses, but the armored dinosaur would be surprisingly agile, pivoting to keep its attacker in front of its powerful tail. A clash of titans. So, who would win in this clash of the titans? Honestly, it's hard to say for sure. Triceratops was a powerful attacker, but Ankylosaurus was a master of defense. It's possible that a well-aimed blow from Triceratops' horns could injure Ankylosaurus, but it's just as likely that Ankylosaurus's armor and clubbed tail would prove to be too much for the three-horned giant to overcome. While it's fun to imagine these dinosaurs in a dramatic battle, it's important to remember that they were real animals, not just movie monsters. They probably spent most of their time peacefully grazing and raising their young, just like animals do today. Fights between different species of dinosaurs were probably rare, and only happened if one felt threatened or if resources were scarce. Both Triceratops and Ankylosaurus were incredibly successful dinosaurs. They survived for millions of years in a world full of dangers. That tells us they were perfectly adapted to their environment and had strategies for avoiding conflict whenever possible. They were survivors, not just fighters. Triceratops and Ankylosaurus teach us about the amazing diversity of life on Earth. They remind us that even the biggest and most powerful creatures can be gentle giants. By studying these fascinating dinosaurs, we can learn more about our planet's past and appreciate the incredible creatures that came before us.